Hi, everybody. Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast. For Monday, December 16th, we are marching straight to Saturday. This is a big week in the sky for those of us who love to celebrate solstice. It's coming, and we're going to get there. But first of all, we get to begin this week, this really cool week, with the moon in its own sign. It's in Cancer, and be sure to check out the YouTube channel. If you're listening on audio and you want to see this, we show it on the YouTube channel. You can see the chart, see the aspects, see exactly what's going on. We'd love to have you over there. We also have this big, wonderful, grand trine in the chart, and even though it does, as I'm pointing to it, end with or begin with Mars in retrograde, which has been a busy little boy, we have a great big positive collection in the sky today. And this double accentuates intuition because Neptune, remember the grand trine is a big triangle, and Neptune is on one of the corners of the triangle along with Mars and Mercury. I mean, the vibe today to start the week is just really, really a good vibe. Heightened intuition, and even Mars being in retrograde, it is allowing us to get stuff done. I mean, there is that driving pulse, and a lot of people have been feeling it all over the world. And by the way, Ray Merriman's interview, I did a little over an hour interview with him over the weekend, and it is available on the YouTube channel and on the audio podcast, and it is amazing. And he talks about some of these Mars-related issues coming up in the Forecast 2025 book and audiobook, which we hope you'll check out. Now, Tuesday evening, so we fast forward to Tuesday, the moon continues on through Cancer. So we've got all day today and half of tomorrow to experience that nice intuitive moon. Then Tuesday afternoon, 1:33 p.m., all times today are Eastern as always. We have that last aspect before the moon goes void, of course, and that is a trine to Neptune. So we're going to, here's this, it's all over the place, guys. If you can just keep your mind quiet and your body still enough, you will pick up the cosmic celestial antenna. It is that strong. Then we have about a 5-hour void, of course, and Tuesday evening, the moon enters Leo. Then on Wednesday, we have at 9:28 in the morning Eastern, a very big aspect. The sun squares Neptune. Kristin Lawhead's going to come in and talk about this on Wednesday for us. So that's why what we just described on Monday and Tuesday, that very heightened intuitive perception that we're going to have related to the moon and Neptune, now we're going to have the sun challenging Neptune. So it's almost like in the middle of the week, boom, a big flip. And speaking of, let's check in with Kristin Lawhead for this week's Lucky Stars Report. Hey, Kristin.
Hi, Thomas and Fun Astrology Podcast listeners. Happy Monday. This week's Lucky Stars Report has 2 lucky days on the 18th and 19th. Venus makes a beautiful trine to Jupiter, so if anyone has placements around the middle degrees of the fire and air signs, this is going to be happening at 14 degrees. So anywhere around there, definitely be using these days to your fullest. I hope you all have a lucky week.
And here is exactly what Kristin was talking about. Jupiter and Venus together at 9:10 p.m. Thursday evening in this beautiful trine. This is, I'll tell you what, this week, after everything we've been through, if this energy doesn't light you up this week, then I don't know what will, because at least whatever the mundane does, whatever everybody else is doing, we don't have to do. We can just live in the, unbelievable energy of this week. Kristin will be back on Thursday to cover this in detail. And early Friday morning, late Thursday evening, for those of you maybe on the West or Mountain time zones, we have another beautiful aspect in the sky. See, they just stack on top of one another all the way to Saturday. The sun and the moon are going to be in a trine. And look at that circle, if you're on the video, with the X through it. That's the part of fortune sitting right next to the sun. 2 degrees apart. That's a really strong. Now that moves fast through the day, but it does cross over the sun on Friday. Now this is an early aspect, 12:19 in the morning, 2:36 in the morning, the moon enters on into Virgo. But boy, there's just this little splash. Really the time to catch this is the end of the day on Thursday. So Thursday is just a really high energy day. And then, of course, the big show at 4:20 in the morning on Saturday, the sun enters Capricorn, and we have the winter December solstice. And boy, if you're a solstice hardcore, you'll be up doing a ceremony at that hour. But the symbolism around this winter solstice in the northern hemisphere is so cool because the sun reaches its lowest point in the sky. In other words, in essence, it goes into the tomb and it stays there, and then it rises back up again as it starts moving into Capricorn from here. We're going to outline that on Christmas morning next week. I can't wait to tell that story. I have a lot of stuff planned around that, and it's going to be really fun. Then next week, don't forget, now on Monday, the moon wobble peaks, and we'll show you that chart on the video as well. All right, hope that gets you set up well for the week. I will see you back on Friday. We have Liz Grace Tuesday, Kristin Wednesday, and Elisa on Thursday. I can't wait. Holiday celebrations. Have a great week, everybody. Fantastic energy. I'll see you on Friday, and the girls will be here in between.